Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for August 17th to the 31st. We're going to talk about Fred. Here's remnants of Fred here. Let me get to the pointer. Right about here. And Fred is forecast to strengthen, reorganize to a tropical storm, and is expected to make landfall. Here, we'll go to the other map. Here across the Florida Panhandle, the Western Panhandle here. Now, the models have been trending westward, as you know, and we'll put the cone of uncertainty, as they call it. And again, it's not good to focus on just the cone, because it can go to the right or the left. And this is where it's forecast to lift. And then behind that, we have Grace. We'll take a look at Grace. And this is going in the same path, ironically, as Fred did. But this might be a stronger storm, than it's forecast to be. We have to wait and see. So now we're going to get back to Fred. Okay, and we'll get rid of the cone. And we'll put in the rainfall amounts. We'll go to day 1. And you can see that we'll have heavy rain here. That will be affecting parts of Florida. We'll zoom in a little bit if we can. Places like Miami and so forth will have heavy rainfall. This Florida. And then we'll go to day 2, rainfall. And now the rainfall is to the west. And then we'll go to day 3, rainfall. Now the heavy rain here is situated here across the extreme western panhandle here. We have amounts here approaching the orange, maybe about 6-7 inches. I don't see any brown yet, but this all remains to be seen. We'll go back to the surface maps. Try to slide this over a little bit. And we'll go to Sunday. Here's Fred. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. And then we'll go to Sunday, 8 p.m. And then I'll start spreading rain here across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley, into the southeast and southern Appalachians. We'll get to that again later on. And behind that, like I said, we have Grace. Right here. See this little spin. Then you can see the low. And then it comes into the Gulf of Mexico again, maybe a little bit further west. And it looks like it wants to affect portions of Texas and maybe Louisiana. So that's the GFS. I'm going to look at the European. Wait, we'll go to the European. I think I lost it. European doesn't seem to have it, but it's forecast to go generally in this direction here. Okay, now we're going to get to the forecast. This is for the period August 17th to 21st. And a trough will move through the northwest. You can see right here in the models. And that'll move through the northwest early next week and then advance towards the northern plains later in the week. And this will bring relief from the heat for portions of the northern states. A ridge is forecast over eastern Canada and the northeast. Now, we talked about Fred before, but we'll get to a little deeper maybe if we can. And you can see here's Fred in the Gulf of Mexico here. And then this might interact, the deep moisture might interact with the stall frontal boundary, and this will exacerbate the rainfall amounts, causing flash flooding maybe. You see all this rain here. See right here, spreading rain up into this area with this front. And monsoonal moisture in the southwest will cause localized flooding, localized flash flooding, and moisture should stream northward and northeast ahead of a front advancing into the east, into the northwest. And look at this, the GFS has snow in parts of Canada here in the highest elevations. Look at that again. Maybe down in the higher elevations of Idaho. So this will cause, you can see right here, even snow here across the highest elevations of the northern Rockies. That's interesting to see. But this monsoonal moisture will spread northward, and this will also cause some flash flooding due to with heavy rain and storms. And this will be from the Central Plains to the middle Mississippi Valley later in the week. You see right here, heavy rainfall occurring across portions of the upper Mississippi Valley. Okay, we're going to look now at the period for August 22nd to 26th. And a broad ridge is forecast across much of the southern states here. You can see it here. Westerlies remain to the north. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures here, and for this region, and anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees above normal are possible. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35%, and we have above normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. Now we're going to look at the period for the end of the month. This would be for the 27th to the 31st. And little overall change forecast in the pattern. You can see still we have this broad ridge across the southern states. Westerlies remain to the north. So I'm calling for this forecast period above normal temperatures for the country, for the entire country, and I'm calling for anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees or more would be possible, and I think that'll be across this area here. And for precipitation, calling for a little change in the precipitation anomalies from the previous period. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for August 17th to the 31st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.